The stream is live. That's what it
Good
says.
evening, good morning, or good evening, whichever one. Good afternoon.
Hello, everybody.
How's everybody doing? We got anybody in here with us? Blue collar. Hey, what's up? He's first. Jesus
Blue
is here.
collar. What's up, my gang?
Usually baseball on 1 p.m. Eastern, but my team is off today, so this worked out perfect. Hey, good to hear that, Jesus.
Good deal.
Blue collar says it better be the Yankees. I can't watch baseball anymore. I can't get into sports anymore.
I don't watch.
Um,
I watch MMA. That's it.
Ryan is here. What's up, Ryan? I'm not sure. I'm not familiar with Ryan. Is he one of your followers?
Maybe.
Might be one of mine. I can't keep tracking. Good to see you, Ryan. Sorry I don't. Sorry I didn't know who you were. Transient Stacker, East Texas. All right. Did you go have breakfast with Mr. and Mrs. West Texas? Liberty Bleeds. There we go. We were just talking about you. Praying and listening.
Liberty.
You're praying. You're at church. You got us on at church. I'm a Nines guy. All right, Ryan. Well, thanks for stopping in here
Oh,
then.
what's up, Brian? How you
There
doing,
you
buddy?
go. Nines has so many subscribers now. He doesn't know all of them anymore. He's
Bro,
big
I,
time.
I, I'm trying. I'm just busy with. I'm just busy working, man. I don't want to work anymore. I
I don't
want.
blame you.
I want to retire.
You're too
You
young to
know.
retire.
I know. That's what's bad about it. Like last night, I got off work last night and then I rushed home because I didn't have a Sunday upload ready. So I had to film that and then I had to edit the whole thing. Then I had to take pictures for a thumbnail, make the thumbnail, put it all together. I went to bed at like 3 a.m., but it's okay.
That sounds too much like work. I'm lazy when it comes to it. I just throw shit together and I'm like, if it goes well, it goes well.
No, this is my
E.
second
Taylor.
job. B. Taylor,
Mr.
what's up,
Mrs.
man?
West Texas Stacker, did you have breakfast with Transient? He said he's in East Texas, I think he said. So you're gonna have to come over for breakfast. B. Taylor, good to see you here. Jesus, always good. The Mets.
Zeus,
Uh-oh,
what's up,
Jesus is a
man?
Mets fan. Jesus, blue collar might disown you if you're a Mets fan. So we were talking about Whatnot before we came
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
You're not familiar with Whatnot?
Okay, so I've seen the ads. I've seen some ads. Some of them seemed professional. Some of them seemed not professional and kind of shady. And I've gotten about 3 million emails from, I guess, whatnot sellers. I don't really know. It's kind of hard to understand when I read the emails, but I've gotten a bunch of emails asking me to do whatnot. Um,
Ah.
I'm just really not
Oh,
familiar with it.
yeah. The like sellers, they can um invite you to be a seller. And then if you become a seller through their link, I think they get like $100 and you get like 150 or something. If
Oh,
if I'm thinking right there. So
okay.
that's probably why they throw you a bunch of emails and stuff.
Okay. So what is the general rundown of whatnot?
You are correct. There are a lot of shady, sketchy people on Whatnot, and I will be making a YouTube comeback and doing a video about it.
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
I've been slacking on YouTube. I don't think I've made a video in like a couple weeks.
Come on,
Just
man. You
life,
gotta get on the grind.
uh, life gets in the way, and it's
It
just
does. It really does.
sometimes it's just more important stuff out there that
Absolutely.
comes to the front. I don't
Yeah.
mind doing YouTube, but I just can't put other stuff aside just for YouTube right
Right.
now.
Right. I get it, man. I get it. But that
Like I
that
want to
that
put
would
the
be a
time
great
into
series.
I want to put the time into it, but then I just find myself doing other shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, there
That would
are
be a great series though, like exposing whatnot scammers.
Oh, I'm gonna I got one streamer I'm gonna freaking hammer. He
Yeah.
he
What do you
says
do?
he uh he holds up like a Libertad and he says these things are hard to get. They're rare. I can't get them anymore. You can't find them anywhere. And I'm like, well, why? Oh, well, because they're limited mintage. They only mint so many. I said, well, how many did they mint? And he blocked me. He didn't like me asking how many they minted.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, that sounds about right.
And I'm like, well, just be honest. You don't have to be a piece of shit and lie to everybody. Just, be like, hey, they are limited mintage. They're limited to 200,000, 300,000, whatever. And this is they try and do like buck and go. So the starting bid's $1, and they just want everybody to bid like $60 for a Libertad. And yeah, they
Are
hold a
they getting
premium, but
people? Are they like getting success, like scamming like that?
yeah, it's crazy what people buy. Just like Mr. and Mrs. West Texas Stacker, he put up suckers are buying the one half gold backs, the one half Florida gold backs, which are like $3. You can go online right now and get them for $3. And these people pay 15, $20 for them.
Oh my God.
And these sellers are like, yeah, they're rare, they're alpha series, they're this, they're that, blah blah blah. This one lady was even talking about you guys are bidding under spot. And I'm like, how are they
What?
bidding under spot? It's like 1/2000th of an ounce of gold. I'm like, I'll give you spot price for it right now, which is like fucking pennies.
Yeah,
It, it is
yeah.
crazy.
That's nuts.
But
Yeah,
I mean, these is it's interesting.
yeah, I'm gonna stay away from the whatnot. I get on my soapbox too much as it is. If I ran into some scammers, I just, yeah.
Like I got banned from this channel. I got banned again last night because I made a comment. I'm just like, you know what? I'm like, well, somebody said like he was talking retail price or something, and somebody said he said something like retail price was like $40, and somebody said retail is 15, and I said LOL, and he banned me, and I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, if you can't take people bashing you, then speak the freaking truth.
Yeah,
But
they're just snakes.
I'm sure Whatnot outside with them because they're getting 8%. Well, 7%. They're getting like 7% from every sale. So they're
Yeah,
not
they're
gonna
enjoying the, yeah.
they're not gonna tell these sellers not to freaking lie to people.
That's
But
crazy.
they have like wheel games. Like you'll have like a wheel that they spin. It's like Wheel of Fortune almost.
So there's a
And
gambling aspect.
yeah, and that's what
Um,
I'm gonna try and attempt to do.
well, it's
Hey,
fitting.
I got yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm gonna be the casino. What the hell? That's
There
all it
you
is.
go.
And then Blue Collar's gonna do some numismatic type stuff. He,
Ooh, is there some good stuff on there that you can find for like a decent deal? Like
if you
numismatic?
if you know if you're knowledgeable and you know what you're looking for, then there are some channels out there that are legitimate and
Mm.
you can get a good deal. I know Blue Collar got a steal of a deal on two pieces because he knew what they were and nobody else really did.
Yeah.
And if you find these streamers that do that and they do buck and go and they start at $1, you can get some good deals.
Didn't he get a like the first Geiger copper
Yeah,
something?
yeah, he did get that. Yeah,
That's cool. That's kind of crazy, actually.
it is crazy. So I mean, like, there's stuff out there to be had, but you just you have to know what you're looking for and you have to find the right channels. That's all.
Right.
I mean, these people are just like I saw somebody they asked on there. They're like, "What do you mean by spot price?" And it doesn't make sense.
Oh
They, they
no.
they're on their phone and they're on this app. So if you just
Oh
click off
no.
the app and you go to Google, you Google whatnot, you can find out what spot price means. But they would rather just throw their money at these people and do it that way. So
What is what you're paying right now? Hey, hey. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's too bad. But that's gonna. Well, I mean, these people may never figure out that they got ripped off, but if they ever did, that would turn them away from metals entirely, I imagine.
That's what I want to do the video about like how toxic it is because these people are going to buy a Libertad and think it's worth 50, $60 because it's rare. They're going to get it. They're going to take it to their coin shop and their coin shop's going to offer them 30 bucks. You know, and
Mm,
I mean it's addicting. Like I'm sure people have gone way past what they should be spending on shit.
mm. That's
So
too bad.
it sucks for like the whole stacking community and everything, and it's sort of toxic. But like I said, if you know what you're looking for, there's stuff out there to be that
Right, right.
you can grab.
Yeah. Before all we had to worry about was eBay. Now it's this these uh whatnot sellers, but
Yeah.
well, I hope you
Hey,
expose them.
looks like Stack Gold's here, FG Stacker, Bellows Forge. Good to see everybody today, this morning. Hope everybody's having a good weekend. Silver State, you're busy. Take the day off today. Do you actually get a day off at all? Bellows Forge, helping out as always. Appreciate you throwing them links in there. JK Pioneer, he says, I buy Libertads from one guy on Whatnot. He's one of the most honest, no bullshit sellers. Yeah, like I said, there's good ones out there. There really are. But it's man, it's interesting to watch. And yeah, if you get on your soapbox in there, they will be pissed. Being Becky, good to see you as well. Yeah, so like then they're like, man, they push people. Come on, chat, bid it up, swipe. Come on, you guys are killing me. This is under spot. I can't sell these anymore. I can't. I'm losing. All right, let's try one more. Let's try one more. And I'm like, what
That's
the hell?
wild, dude.
It's,
That's
it's
wild.
it is nuts. Like, dude, it's so hard not to like rip into these people every time. So like I just pick and choose which ones I watch.
You're making me want to make a video about it.
Oh,
That's
I'm
your
making one
idea, though.
first. Come on now.
All right,
You
all
gotta
right.
be
I told you I'm staying out of it. I'm staying out of it.
you gotta go buy some shit like I have before you can make a video.
Get some skin in the game. Yeah.
I've done some wheel games and shit, which is it's just gambling. Nuts. So
Yeah.
you and I text about it. Did you get a chance to watch your stalkers videos?
I mean, I don't. I mean, I don't think she's a stalker, but I watched the stream. I watched some of the stream. Yeah.
Or you haven't seen any of her videos? She when she was on our channel, she idled you, which was cool. It's cool that you have those people that are following you and that you
Yeah.
inspire.
Yeah. Her presentation is fantastic. She's got very good presentation. I like the candles. She's got a really good intro. I want to actually reshoot my intro. I was looking at hers and I was looking at mine. I was like, dang, mine's kind of mine kind of seems low quality now. So I got to reshoot it now that I have better lighting, um, and kind of clean it up some. But yeah, yeah, it was cool. That was a
And
good
then
stream, by the way. And the one y'all did with Giancarlo was good.
yeah, I mean it's the stream is doing really well. Um, as everybody knows, most people in here, we do it Sunday or Saturday mornings and Monday nights, and it's been really cool. It's been a lot of fun. We've had we've had a mixture. We've had some of the smaller channels that we're trying to get to grow a little bit, and we've had some of the bigger channels that are also good to have on. I mean, it's cool. It's fun.
Hmm. Yeah, I want to get on a like a Saturday morning or a Monday night, but I am always working. I'm I try to. I barely even catch the Monday night medals because I usually don't get off in time before y'all finish. But eventually I'll come back on.
I think we're talking about changing the times on some of it, just because um people got shit going on between the three of us. We're trying to
Yeah.
work out better times and everything.
Y'all want to go earlier or later, or how do y'all want to do it?
I think we might do Saturday mornings at like 7. This isn't for sure yet. We talked about it a little bit, but not fully. We're thinking about 7 o'clock Saturday mornings and pushing back to like 6:30 on Monday nights. And that's all West Coast time.
Okay, so yeah, that would actually work. I would actually be able to make that, but yeah, I think a lot of people are still getting off work because y'all are over there West Coast, so
Yeah, it was just something like I just threw up there sort of like for Monday nights. And then we just sort of ran with that time. It worked for me at the time, but it sort of doesn't really work for LBS because it's like his dinner time and stuff. I
yeah,
don't have a family and I don't have dinner time, so I just eat whenever and do whatever. So, but we're gonna try and work it out so it works for all three of us all
mhm,
equally. And we're
yeah, that'd
trying
be
to
cool.
rotate it. And now that LBS is figuring out his restream and everything, we're gonna he's gonna do some to catch up. Because we wanted to rotate it so we all get hours and we all get subscribers and we all get, you know, get to do it all, So we're
Right,
working.
right.
It's still we learn and grow each stream pretty much.
How many hours are you at?
Um, I'm getting close. If I put out some videos, I'd be even closer. I'm
Yeah,
at
especially.
3,800.
Oh wow, dude, you're like 3, 4 solid videos away. Light up those whatnot nerds.
I'm gonna work on that tonight, and I'm gonna try and put out some. I'm gonna work on putting out content because I just want to push to like that mark, and then I don't have to worry about that. Then I'll be fully monetized, and I can slack again, and then make videos when I want to.
Yeah. Yeah, once you hit that 4,000, you're good for like ever because I've had channels in the past that hit the 4,000 that are still monetized that I haven't uploaded forever on. So,
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's what like in my year anniversary, I think comes up next month. I think it's April something. But my videos at that time weren't getting maybe 20 views or something. Heck, I don't even know.
yeah,
They're
yeah. Yeah, you've built it up a little bit since then.
they're well, I changed it too. Like um when I first started, I was doing like analyzing and shit, so
Yeah.
like kind of read articles and do like that aspect of it. And just didn't really work too well.
Mhm. Yeah, I try to stay away from I leave all the analytical stuff to bald guy. I let him do that stuff. I don't want to end up making a mistake. That's what I'm worried about. So I kind of try to stay
Yeah.
away from the numbers.
Yeah, I would just like read articles and go through like I wouldn't throw predictions out there or nothing. But like I learned that yeah, I was like you said, I was watching like Bald Guy and Sal and stuff like that. And I was like, I could do that, but it's a
Hmm.
whole different aspect of everything. It wasn't fun, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah. It's very, very serious stuff. Bald guy finds a way to make it fun, but I think he's just like crazy smart, so he's just able to kind of flow with it really well. Not that you're not smart, but that guy's like a different level of intelligence. I think he's extremely analytical.
Yeah, he used to I think he was more into other investment type things.
Okay, I see. So he came from a
And then he just sort of shifted towards metals. I don't know if that was because it was pulling in more viewers for him
yeah.
or what, but it seemed like he shifted more towards metals.
Yeah, so he came from a different perspective for sure. Because like stocks are, they're definitely not as fun as metals. I think that's pretty obvious that they're not as fun as metals. I haven't met anybody that they say their hobby is buying Walmart shares. So, but yeah, he's got a good channel. He commented on one of my videos, which was pretty cool. Probably about a month ago. But
That's
have you ever
awesome.
watched have you ever watched Silver Britches?
Uh, I, maybe like once or twice. I'm not sure.
He doesn't upload anymore, but I wish he would. He had probably the best production quality I've ever seen out of like anybody. Like even like he's probably 2 is 1 is probably the best production quality right now. But whenever Silver Britches was uploading, I think that maybe he was number 1 in production quality. He inspired this acrylic black top that I got and the white one. So that's where these came from.
All right.
But he like if you want some inspiration on like a professional setup, that he's got the best stuff in my opinion. And he was doing really well, and then he kind of just stopped. But
Yeah, he's sponsored now too and everything.
yeah,
Liberty,
yeah,
who's bald guy? Are you talking about my priest? I don't. He might be your priest. He sort of seems
he
like
could
a
be.
priest.
He could be.
Then Liberty says he should probably start paying attention here. Dude, I hope you're not in church watching this. That would be funny though. I can't lie.
I can't see the chat for some reason. Oh wait,
Um,
I hit comments.
there you go. Hit comments.
There we go.
I always
I'm
pull up.
learning.
I have it on my computer screen. I use a webcam and then a cheap webcam and then pull it all up on my computer so I can watch the YouTube stream and the StreamYard stream.
Hmm.
Because you can do
I,
stuff on YouTube that you can't do on the StreamYard and vice versa.
I
Uh,
used
here,
to. I need to get a new laptop. The laptop I have is like literally probably 11 years old. I just can't get myself to spend the money on another laptop. Um, but yeah, that's probably next. I need to get a laptop. I don't do live streams very much anymore, though.
yeah, you don't have the time.
Yeah, it's like my off days are filled with other responsibilities and getting another 3 or 4 videos recorded. So I kind of don't do a whole lot of live streams. But, anyways,
Yeah, when I started this, I was just using a laptop and my phone. And then my wife bought a nice computer. So I was like, okay. She's like, you can use this. I'm like, I can use the laptop, it's fine. And she's like, no, just I'm like, all right. So um I'm blessed to have the nice
yeah,
wife.
yeah, yeah, that's nice. Here's a computer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pure
yeah.
Metals jumped in. Do you know anything about Pure Metals? Did you watch the stream we had with him a little bit?
Yeah, I watched a little bit of that. I like what he's doing. I mean, I don't know where he's at in the progress of everything right now, but it's definitely it would definitely be great for the community for sure.
From what he just told me through a message is April 2nd. They are going to be pushing out a release date. So it
Ooh,
sounds like they are real close.
do they have do they have like an established wait list? I'm sure they do.
If if you go on puremetals.com, you can sign up on the wait list.
Well, I hope they have a lot of people on there. That would be really cool
Um,
to have something like that. Kind of undermine the whatnot BS.
well, he's trying to do that, and he's trying to get people just cheaper selling fees in general.
Yeah,
So like eBay, because eBay is 12, 14% or something
that's
like that.
crazy. That's crazy high.
So like for those people that want to get rid of their metals, it gives them an opportunity to be able to list them at a reasonable price. And then for those that are trying to buy stuff, it gives them a better price to be able to buy stuff. Because if you go on eBay, people have to make up those fees, so they got to mark their shit up. So that's
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
And he says
that'll definitely be. Go ahead.
he has almost 3,000 people on the wait list.
Oh wow, that's awesome. That's
So
good.
that is cool. Yeah, like Blue Collar says, Whatnot is like live auctions. So it's a little different than what Pure
Okay.
Metals or eBay would be.
So it's just live auctions. Like there's no like listed things that you could just buy. It's all auctioned.
It's up to the sellers. Some of the streams they do have like a buy it now section, but just
Okay.
like JK Pioneer says, you'll if you go to their buy it now, they're trying to sell 1 ounce generic buffaloes for 35, 38 bucks because they're buying the stuff at, on SD Bullion or whatever. They're paying $2 over spot, and then they have to pick up the 7% and then try and make something on top of that. So they always have
Yeah.
to bump up their prices, which is crazy.
Yeah. I'm not interested at all in running a live auction. It's no longer genuine once you're in it to try to like get profit out of people.
Well, I don't know. It'll be like a little side hustle for me. That's what I plan on doing with it.
I mean,
Because
if
I
you're
mean,
doing it in an honest manner, then yeah.
well, like I said, I just want to run like the games and stuff, just like
Mhm.
I mean, people do it on YouTube too. They have
That's true.
them little duck races or whatever the hell. So it's similar to that. Just you have to pay fees instead, and it reaches a different crowd.
Mhm.
But yeah, as far as like auctioning stuff off, unless you have a good wholesaler where you can get stuff at a reasonable price, it's hard to like auction off just bullion. You have to be able to pick up like Morgans or Peace Dollars or Libertads at deals or something. You have to be able to get it at a deal in order to list it on there and cover your fees.
Right.
But pure metals would be cool because it's lower fees. It gives the community a spot to list their stuff. Because quite a few people that do hand pours, copper and silver. So it'll be cool to have people be able to list their hand pours and stuff on there.
Yeah, and I mean, I think pure metals is coming from a significantly more, not to harp on whatnot anymore, but I just feel like pure metals, the demographic of people are people that understand what this stuff is. It's not just advertised to everyone. And there's probably never going to be a gold bag that sells for $20 that's worth $3. So
Absolutely.
yeah, I'm in full support of pure metals. I hope they're very successful with what they're trying to do.
It's like when I started stacking, I bought a couple like the Una and the Lion bar, and I bought two of them because I figure someday since they're limited, I'll be able to flip one of them for a little bit of profit and hold on to one of them. So, I mean, there's nothing. That's just the way I was looking at things, and that
Yeah,
the
yeah,
pure metals gives an outlet for that, which would be
yeah,
cool.
yeah, yeah. There's definitely nothing wrong with flipping and trying to find a profit and working out a deal. Um, there's just I don't know. I have morals and ethics attached to it, so I think Pure Metals is going to be a great place for that
Yeah.
for sure.
Mr. and Mrs. West Texas Stacker says, I always figured the purpose for an auction was to get stuff cheaper than going prices. That's true, but the sellers on there don't feel that way. Anyway, what's new with you besides work? I see your channel is growing quick. Where are you at?
You know, I
Bro?
did the I did the 2 month that 2 month marathon from January 16th to March 16th, and it was very successful. It did very well, and then whenever it ended, I realized I have to. This is like the standard. Like it has to be 3 videos a week. Like there's no if I'm wanting this channel to grow and be a success, this is what I'm going to have to stick to. So it was a big learning experience. Uh, there's been a few videos lately that just absolutely failed, and I didn't really understand why. YouTube is so weird. You have to hire a team of freaking scientists to understand, you know, what works and what doesn't, it seems like sometimes, but it's been a lot of fun. I'm just trying to keep up the pace right now. Right now I'm just focused on going to work, doing good at work, coming home, getting all my responsibilities taken care of, and then making the best content I can. That's been what my mind has been focused around for several months now. And we're trying to push for 3,000 subs by May 20th because that's when my channel is a year old. So I don't know if we're going to make it. It's okay if we don't. It's just fun to have that goal.
It's a That's an awesome number for a short time.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird to think about. I didn't think it would get this far, but here we are.
You've definitely put in the time and the work, that's for sure. Putting out 3 videos a week and finding the ideas and the content for that is not easy.
Yeah, it's not, but really, I get the ideas from everybody that I watch. Like I like whenever I'm listening to you guys talking or whatever channel I happen to be watching, if there's like a certain statement in the video that sticks out to me that I feel like I can elaborate on, I just write it down in my notes and then I figure out if I can turn it into, an 8-minute long video that's actually interesting. If it's not interesting, I won't post it. If I don't think it's interesting, I won't post it. There's been videos that I've like filmed, edited, and thumbnailed, and then before I hit the upload button, I decided I don't like this video, and I just end up deleting the whole video, even though it took several hours to make. Um, it's just the creative process is it's different for everybody, but I really just get inspiration from all of you guys, honestly. Like that video from probably 2 months ago that was talking about what did I title it? What did I title it? I think I titled it. I think I titled it "Silver Stacking is Not Important," and then the thumbnail said "Do something else," and that was directly inspired by a video where you were talking about. I think you were doing like a video about 5 silver stacking tips, and one of your points was, don't prioritize it too heavily. Don't let stacking take priority over other parts of your life that are more important, like family and friends and memories and things like that. So I was like, that would be a great video to that's a great topic to focus an entire video on. Um, so that's kind of where I get my ideas.
Yeah. That was just because like so many people talk about how like they don't buy Red Bull, they don't buy coffee, they don't go to dinner and just so they have more money for medals.
Right.
And I think I don't that might have been like a separate video. I don't know if I did that in just I don't remember what I did, but that was because I knew a couple people that from work that came into work quite a bit and they were my age, maybe younger, and they ended up getting in a car accident and died. And their
Oh
kids,
man.
they left, their kids survived. So it's just like one of those things that hit me, and you never know, you never know when your time is going to be. So to
Right.
sacrifice like experiences and stuff like that for materialistic like metals and stuff is, I mean, I get the whole aspect. You need to save and you need to invest and you need to,
It's a
you know,
balance.
you need to do all this stuff, but I'm not, I'm in a good spot. Maybe that's what it is. I'm fortunate where I don't have to give up stuff to be able to buy precious metals. Not everybody's in that situation, and I understand that. But the people that aren't in that that are in that there's people that do side hustles, um, to have the money to do it and live. Like Mr. and Mrs. West Texas, he's got a side hustle. Blue Collar has a side hustle. There's people that have side hustles so that they can still live their life and they still have the money for medals, which to me seems a little better than just sacrificing your life and buying precious metals.
Yeah,
There's a
there's
balance.
definitely a balance to it for sure. And what's tough about it is whenever you, especially in the middle of a bullish market, when you look at where the prices are going, um, if they are to sustain this rise in price, it's I think it's especially difficult for new stackers to kind of balance that because it feels like you're playing a game of catch up. I feel like I'm still playing a game of catch up in a sense. Especially with, we just hit 3,000 spot and now we're floating around 3,100 already, which is freaking nuts for gold. And I think that, I don't like to make super bold predictions, but I think that $40 silver may not be that far away. Of course, it's super volatile and it could go down to freaking $29 tomorrow. But I think that $40 silver is becoming more and more feasible in the next year or two for sure. And so I think there's a lot of pressure on new stackers they're just trying to catch up. They're just trying to catch up. But it's definitely a balance. You don't want to sacrifice other parts of your life. There's been times where I spent too much in a month, um, and that I had to save up and not do anything for a while just to be able to just to be able to cover bills and the bare minimum. So it's definitely a balance. It can be very easy with stuff like this to go in too heavy, but it's all a big learning process, really. It's different for everybody too.
Oh, absolutely. And I think just like you said, like a lot of people, they jump in and go crazy because they're trying to catch up. They want to be they see it on YouTube too, and they uh they want to catch up. They want to have a stack like everybody else, which you can't. Everybody has to have their own stack. You can't compare yours to anybody, and you just have to do what works for you.
Right, right. Yeah, it's
Because he's a stripper for his side job. That's how he gets his little bit of his side money. I
do
think
what?
Jesus said he's a stripper for his side money.
Oh yeah.
He's 4 subs away from 100, which is pretty cool.
Zeus is?
Yeah,
Well, then let's get him. How many viewers do we have?
think see everybody's probably already subscribed. Let's see where he's at. Yeah, he's 4 away. I put his link in there, so everybody needs to go. If you're not
Yeah.
subscribed to Jesus, run over there and subscribe to him.
Yeah, yeah. Let's get Zeus to 100. That's a necessary goal to hit right there. I'm actually gonna turn my other phone on here and see if I can pull up the stream.
This chat is very holy. Isn't very holy. Okay, you LBS. What are we? I know it's Sunday, but we don't have to be holy, do we? You can be holy every day. Gotta respect the grind, but don't grind yourself to a Paul Jesus says. Yeah, it's different. That's the one thing like with these streams and everything. Everybody's usually subscribed to and watches everybody, which is cool. It's just part of being the community. This is
Hmm.
it's an awesome community to be a part of. Jesus says that he appreciates it, but cool. I don't even know how I got that many. I it's weird. Like when I started getting people subscribing and stuff, it was surprising. And I watch my videos sometimes and I'm like, I wouldn't watch my content. So I appreciate everybody that does.
Yeah,
Um,
I struggled with that for a very, very long time with some of my former channels. I would make stuff and I would think to myself, I am not proud of this content.
yeah, like I was editing one time and I'm like, man, I sound freaking boring. I'm like, what am I doing? And then I'm just like, I don't know. But I mean, it's cool. It's cool and it's interesting that people, I guess, like to hear me ramble and watch my nonsense.
No, I think if you have a message to deliver, it's always going to have value. Sure, it helps to have a certain cadence in your speech or whatever. But if you've got a message to deliver, somebody's going to find value in it, um, for sure. Especially when you're, talking about important topics like saving money and stuff.
Yeah.
Let's see where we've got 10 in here. Let's see.
I gotta refresh. Where's he at? He's stuck at 96. Come on. He's gotta be able to, we gotta be able to get him out there. That's the problem.
Mm,
I think all 11 people watching. It's a weird time, and we just threw this together. We talked about it last night. 4Nines reached out to me. We were originally going to do it on your channel, but you didn't want it to interfere with another video. Silver and Cigars, thanks for stopping in. Ryan Joyce says, my LCS charges $75 per Libertad. They say the only way you can get them is from someone bringing over the border. I wish we had a more honest LCS nearby. Yeah, that's horseshit. You can buy them online. You can buy
did you
almost
know
everything
there?
online.
Did you know there's another Vegas stacker on YouTube?
Yeah, he actually reached out to me and he said he was getting rid of his channel and I could take just the Vegas stacker without the 702 at the end. But at that point, I just left it.
Yeah,
It's hard to find your channel.
it's hard to find it.
Yeah. Like when you type
Why?
in 4NinesFine, it comes up with a bunch of other stuff.
Dang it. That's not good.
Hey, it's working for you. You're doing all right. Yeah, there's 4NinesFine Silver and with like a British flag.
Yeah, I know
Um,
about him. I don't know if he uploads anymore. 4NinesFine Silver, 2.76K subs. I don't think he uploads. Yeah, he hasn't uploaded in like 10 months.
yeah. Yeah, I don't remember what I'm throwing 702 at the end, but it worked. I guess I had to get that name, so it worked.
Mm-hmm.
LBS says, all right, I really got to go. It's my turn up here. You guys have a great day. Wish I would have had a chance to say hello to everyone. Hope you're all doing awesome. You going to get your communion? Hail Mary, full of grace. I can't stand hearing the sound of my own voice. I hate watching my own content. Bellows Forge. Yeah, that's it's different. It's definitely different. I don't know. Like I said, when I watch editing, when I go through editing and shit, I don't know. To me, I seem sort of monotone and just boring as hell.
You just
I
gotta
just
go,
can't.
just drink a whole bunch of caffeine right before you film a video.
Yeah, I can't be all crazy and explore.
uh,
But I mean, everybody has their own thing when they do their channel, which is that's cool. That's why I watch other channels is because they have their own way of presenting stuff and their own content to throw out there.
hmm I'm looking up to see.
Where's Bill? That's why it's easier, like if you get a computer up and running alongside when you're doing stuff, when you're doing the lives and everything. Makes it way easier and way more fun.
You want to see something I got?
You got a new piece.
I did get a new piece.
Blue collar, enjoy lunch with the wifey. Are you doing giving away a Morgan wire there? What new piece did you get?
I'm finally official now. Um, I feel like I waited way too long to get this piece, but I finally got it. I got one of these right here.
Oh,
One of
there you
these
go.
little, yeah, look at that.
I'm
And I
sure
got to
that's
tell you, I I knew, you understand, how much space a 10-ounce bar would typically take up, but for whatever reason, when I first opened it, I thought, man, that's so much smaller than what I thought it would be. But at the same time, it's still an adequate size. It's 10 ounces of silver, but I don't know why I just had this idea that they were bigger than this.
That's not your first. Well, you have the. Is that your
Yeah,
first
I've
10
got
ounce? No,
no,
those
and yeah,
those
I've got the
octagon ones.
hexagon bars. Here, let
Hexagon.
me see if I can grab one real quick. I have the hexagon bars, and I thought to myself, my hexagon bars are way bigger than this, I think. And then I grabbed one and I compared it, and I was like, well, not really. It's like the RCM bar is, pretty close to the same size.
It's
I don't
probably
know.
thinner, I'm guessing, right? Is it thinner? Oh,
Uh,
not too much.
I'm trying not to bang them together.
Actually, yeah, it's a little thinner.
Is it?
Just a whole different shape.
Yeah, but it definitely feels it feels like, I don't know, it feels legit. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe it's the finish. They just make really good stuff. So it just feels legit.
Yeah, it's nice holding a nice 10-ounce bar in your hand. I actually picked mine up from an LCS in Indiana, and it was like $1.50 over spot at the time. So it was like crazy deal.
I can't
Becky
remember.
said she's getting hooked on 5-ounce bars now. Yeah, 5 ounces are nice. I have a nice stack of those.
5 ounces feel good in the hand for sure.
I I, I like bars more than rounds, I think, and definitely more than coins. Definitely more than coins. I get tired of seeing the king and the queen on shit.
What if it's got like pretty little animals and stuff?
Yeah, I did that. No, I didn't. I didn't do all the Perth Mint stuff.
You don't have any Perth Mint silver?
Um, Kookaburras are Perth Mint, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got some Kookaburras. What else did I just have something else? Are these Oh no, the koalas aren't Perth Mint.
I'm pretty sure. I think, well, there's the Australian mint, um, and then there's the Perth mint. I think the Perth mint makes koalas. Yeah, yeah, they make koalas.
Oh, these aren't koalas. These are the pandas. I thought they were koalas. They're pandas. So freaking tiny. Yeah, these
Perth
are the pandas.
mint.
What else
I was
did
at
I
the
bought something recently and it had the P on it for Perth Mint and I forgot what the hell it was. What was it? I almost bought a 10-ounce koala at the
That would have been
LCS.
cool.
And this was like about 2 weeks ago, and it was cheap. It was only like $1.50 over spot. But I ended up buying some gold instead at the time because that's what I was there shopping for. I stated
How
that
many?
on my.
How much gold weight do you think you have now?
Um, little over ounce and a half, maybe.
Okay, you got that pretty quick. You think
Yeah,
you'd
that's
ever? Do you think you'd save up for a full ounce?
no. I don't have the willpower. I'm not that good with my money. I mean, I could, and I could buy a whole ounce, but I just don't think it's um the way to go. Because with the way prices are, it's not it's not my plan. Because my thinking is if I need money, it wouldn't be I wouldn't want to have to sell $3,000 worth of gold just to have 500 bucks. So I
Yeah.
try and keep stuff as as fractional as possible, I guess you could say.
So
Just
you prefer fractional?
pretty well to an extent. Like each piece has its own purpose to me. like say you need 350 bucks or say you need 500 bucks
Right, right, right.
and you go to your LCS and they're overloaded on silver, but they need gold, or they're overloaded on gold, but they need silver. So they'll pay more for silver. Whatever they need more of, they're going to pay a little bit more for. So, like, to me, it just makes more sense to have like 10th ounce, quarter ounce. Yeah, you pay a little bit more of a premium, but if you need to liquidate it, it's probably easier to liquidate. In my thinking, I'm not a professional at it, so just my thoughts.
Yeah, yeah. And you know, I don't intend on selling any gold for a very, very, very long time. I just think about, isn't it, if you sell over $10,000 worth of gold in one transaction, you have, or in one day, you have to fill out paperwork?
Yeah, for most stuff, yeah. Like even if you sell like a car for 10,000, you're supposed to fill out tax paperwork and stuff, I think. So yeah,
That's, yeah.
that's a whole nother reason too. But and I'm not buying all this stuff with intent to sell, but it's just one of those things like if it ever came to it where you needed to sell.
Hmm. I just worry about, if you get, a couple of 1 ounce pieces and you hold it for 20 years, what is spot going to be? It's probably going to be it could be over 10K for sure. I mean, we've seen spot go up $1,100 in 15 months. Or is spot going to be in 15, 20 years? I just I don't want to have to fill out paperwork. I don't
Yeah,
want any public
understandable.
records attached to my sales.
Understandable. Ryan Joyce says, "What's the cheapest online bullion dealer that y'all trust?"
I love bullion exchanges.
With me, it's bullion exchanges is popular. That's what Jesus says he goes to. I know that's one of your choices. Um, you just have to shop around. I think you can trust most of them, if not all of them. I don't ever untrust them or not trust them, but it seems to me like they all have their own product, their own little thing that's cheaper than the next. One might be cheaper
Yeah.
on gold than the other, and um, it's just easy to click around and just find what you're looking for and find the right price, the right deal.
What's up, T-Bird? How you doing, buddy? I'm doing well.
Chat after purchase and setting whatever. I'm trying to. Oh, he says, thanks. I've tried Summit Metals, but every time they reach out after purchase and say what I ordered isn't in stock and upcharge me
Uh,
for a similar item.
uh,
That's interesting. Yeah, I wouldn't mess with them then. That's weird.
yeah. Yeah, that's right,
Hey,
because they have like very low premiums on a lot of fractional pieces. I remember we were talking about that probably about a month ago, and it's interesting that maybe they're switching up on some of their orders.
like if I'm looking for something specific, I'll look at like SD, I'll look at JM, I'll look at bullion exchanges, I'll look at hero metals. Um, what I have them all in my phone. What other ones do I?
Monument
Um,
Metals has some good deals on some 10-ounce silver bars.
Monument Metals is a good one. I was cleaning up my mess and I just saw I had a receipt from Monument Metals.
I think I got this
Um,
one for like $1.80 over spot.
yeah, those are my go-to. It's Monument Metals, bullion exchanges, SD bullion, bold, bold precious metals. Those are the ones I'll go on and see what their pricing is and just compare it with everything. See which one has the cheapest and go with whichever one's cheapest for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
But those are the ones that I think you can trust and look at. Yeah, Ryan says bullion exchanges is his go-to as well. A little slower to ship, but prices best prices. The online ones, man, their shipping sucks. It's so annoying. You use the e-check and it still takes like I ordered stuff last week and it still hasn't shipped out from SD Bullion. Oh,
Yeah,
Jesus,
yeah,
I haven't seen that yet. Jesus, you traded 245 ounces of silver for some gold. I have to
yeah.
look
Zeus
out for
had
it.
some buffaloes, bro.
I have to look out for that.
Yeah, he's got like a legit like gold base. Like his what he's got is like my goals for gold.
T-Bird, thanks for stopping in. Say you can't stay long. Thank you for stopping in. Appreciate it. Gold is soon to be 3,500.
These tariffs
Provident
keep
metals.
going out. Yeah,
Um, B Taylor says, ever tried Provident metals? No, I
I
haven't.
haven't heard of them. I haven't heard of them.
I think I've heard of them, but I don't think I've ever looked at them
I'm gonna look
much.
at them. I'm gonna pull them up right now. Provident Metals.
B Taylor, is that one that you use?
10-ounce silver bar sale, 79 cents over spot. That's one of Provident Metals' deals right now.
You can get a 1 ounce Eagle for 99.99 over spot. A lot of those stuff where they do the oh, that's cool. Where they do like the 79 cents over spot. Yeah, see, it's very oh, I just hit my camera. It's varied condition and any mint. That always makes me nervous when I see that when they have their sales. I just don't want to get
Yeah.
a banged up ass bar for yeah, it's like 29 over it's 99 cents over spot, but I don't want banged up shit.
Mm-hmm. This Provident Metals has some cool stuff. They've got some
Jesus says
generic
they're
stuff.
Jesus says they're raising gold predictions for year end going to be crazy. I regret selling at 1,500, so I went all in. That's funny to me because at the beginning of the year, everybody comes up with these prices, and then once it hits that price, then their prediction goes higher and higher and higher. But it can also go down.
Yeah.
B. Taylor says he almost got that 24 Libertania. Oh, okay. I do plan on doing another video. Um, I was speaking with a guy, he was from Germany, and he was in the mining business, and he mines gold in Egypt. But
Whoa.
he was in Nevada and Utah, going to the mines in Nevada and Utah to check out like their process and their way of mining stuff to see like what they can change and what works best. And he gave me some interest. He talked some interesting things, and it opened my eyes a little bit. But I don't want to spoil the video that I will plan on doing about that.
Okay.
But he did say he's like, I asked him his price prediction, and he says he thinks it will drop back down below 3,000. And he
Yeah.
also
I
said
mean,
he's a bigger investor personally into silver than he is into gold.
hmm.
And that's mainly because he says he sees more of a use case for silver than gold and just the historic value of the gold to silver ratio.
That gap keeps getting wider and wider, though.
But who's to say, yeah, history had it at 60, 50, 40, 30, whatever, but who's to say it'll ever go under 90? You don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. I kind of worry about that. It just seems like it's getting wider and wider. And silver follows gold, so if silver dips, or excuse me, if gold dips, silver might dip too, and the ratio doesn't really close any.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't know.
I
Jesus says
think
he agrees, but it's not going back to 2000. I think 2,500 might be new low if it ever even goes that low. Yeah, I mean, that's what's crazy to me is like gold hit 3,000 and it hasn't dipped back down to that mark. Silver hit 34 and it went right back to 33.
yeah.
So it's just weird. LBS, there will be donuts and coffee after this if you're bringing it. You bring the donuts and coffee, and there will be donuts and coffee after this. Some donuts sound good. I might have to go get some donuts.
Mhm. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of look at I look at silver price as a rolling average. Whereas with gold, it's like gold's $3,000 an ounce right now, but silver it can be all over the place. So I kind of look at what the average is to determine what I'm thinking about it in regards to price at any given time.
Don't worry, there's a silver squeeze coming tomorrow.
Oh yeah. Hmm.
There's supposed to be some silver
Isn't it?
squeeze, and everybody's supposed to go buy silver to ramp up the prices like they did with GameStop and Nvidia and stuff. But
What
I
happened
think
last time the silver market got squeezed?
yeah, it went up and went right back down.
Yeah, and half of
There's just
the people involved bought silver at double spot by the next day.
all right. Jesus says, yeah, all the videos are saying April 2nd. I thought it was supposed to be tomorrow.
Yeah, I saw Silver Dragon said it was March 31st.
See, there you go. It's all over the place. Nobody knows when it's supposed to be. So that's cool. Tomorrow, when they if they run the price up, I'll go sell some silver tomorrow, and then come Wednesday when the price drops back down, I'll go buy it back and then extra. There's not enough stackers and enough um just everyday people out there to move the market on silver and gold. I don't think, in my opinion.
Yeah, retail buying, especially in regards to silver, retail buying is probably not enough. There's probably not enough to affect the spot price. I mean, silver is such a controlled metal. It's got so much industrial demand, you know. I don't think that people selling out their local coin shop is going to change spot.
I mean, the what the hell were those brothers named? Those two brothers when they did that,
The
they
Hunt
were
brothers, well,
yeah, the Hunt
they
brothers.
were extremely rich.
Yeah, and they threw what billions or millions or hundreds of millions or whatever. They threw a lot of money at it,
Yeah,
and you're talking when it was what in the teens,
this is in
like
the 80s. It was lower than that, I
yeah.
think.
So I
I
mean,
may be wrong. I may be wrong.
I could look it up if I really wanted to. So I mean, like I don't. They threw that much money at it at the time, and it moved it. But in today's market, I don't think it can do that. I
Let's
don't think
see.
there's enough people out there that have the power. Not Brothers Silver.
Oh, it says the Hunt brothers were heavily buying silver in the late 1970s. The spot price of silver surged dramatically. Silver was trading around $6 per ounce. Um, as the Hunt brothers continued accumulating silver, the price skyrocketed, reaching an all-time high of 49.95 in January 18th, 1980. That is wild.
Yeah, so they threw millions at it when it was in the single digits then. And now you're looking, it's double, it's $34 an ounce, almost $34 an ounce. That big money doesn't go as far now.
We also have to look at how much silver has been mined, how much is available in circulation, and how much more industrial demand does it have today versus back in 1980. I'm sure there's a lot more silver being used for electronics now than there was in 1980. Um, so it's a controlled market. I think everything's priced in, um, and profit margins can be slim in manufacturing. So um, I think it's a manipulated metal. I don't think everyone buying silver can pump it that much. Definitely not anything like we saw in 1980.
No, not. I don't. I. I don't know. I don't think it'll do shit to the price.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah,
I didn't even know about this until, Silver State, I think it was Silver State brought it up on a live stream last week, and I didn't even hear anything about it, so
yeah.
it's
Think about how much silver does Apple buy? How much silver do these huge tech companies buy on a consistent basis? And so if you look at the little retail investor, maybe sales across the nation bump by 15% on the retail side of things. That's not going to do anything to spot.
yeah, I just the the price of silver has to be held down because if the price of silver goes up, then that cell phone that you buy, well, I mean, cell phones are already expensive, but, everything that silver everything that uses silver, the price of that has to go up.
Yeah, well, in manufacturing, uh, margins are razor thin because products and parts for products are being sold in mass quantities. So there's a very slim profit margin per unit. And if you change that, if you jump silver to whatever price, it's going to change that margin and it's going to move the entire market, um, any market that uses silver in their products. So it's definitely got a chokehold around it. Maybe is that what they're saying? Are they trying to like pump the price of silver? Is that the point of silver buying day, or are they just trying to create kind of like a tradition?
No, I think they're trying to put like a squeeze on the whole paper market.
No, man. That's not gonna
That's my thing.
happen.
I'll have to let me Google it real quick. What
That's
are we
not
gonna
gonna
call it? Silver
happen.
buying day. March
And the big
31st. Towards that end, there is a developing strategy for investors around the world to purchase physical silver on March 31st. This day is the focus because it is the final trading day of the calendar quarter when financial firms need to report their financial results. Yeah, so they're trying to put a squeeze on the whole paper market. I
Okay.
guess. I guess that's what the should physical silver demand on that day be so large as to force paper contract short sellers to have to buy back their positions, two effects could occur. First, the firms that are short sellers would be forced to report losses when they buy contracts to close out their positions. Second, the surge in buying would almost certainly push up the price of silver that day. This is an article that I'm reading. It says, can this strategy succeed? I'm not very optimistic that it will because this is a known upcoming event. The short seller will have time to lease silver to cover any deliveries they might be forced to make. Also, if silver demand is concentrated on one single day, then there is bound to be much less demand before and after March 31st. Still,
Right.
one can hope that the risk of trying to suppress silver prices may discourage existing short sellers from staying in the market. If this happens, then the prospect of much higher silver prices this year becomes more likely. I think it's all
Every
horseshit.
Everything is priced in. Everything is priced in. There's no cheat code to the markets. The only cheat code is going to be insider trading. That's why it's illegal. Like if you know of like a government policy that's going to pass that's going to significantly benefit a specific company, and you're a politician and you go and you buy millions of dollars worth of shares in this company, and then that policy gets passed and that company is worth four times more, and you profit a ton of money, that's illegal, like, but with National Silver Day being like a known thing, everything's priced in.
Yeah.
Something unexpected has to happen.
Blue Collar says the squeeze is coming, but not from this. Yeah, I agree. LBS says he's been squeezing his silver all weekend and not even a drop has come out. I think someone's telling me stories.
Yeah,
It's a
Zeus
way
said
for
maybe
silver
people are
pumpers to
asleep.
sell, plain and simple. Yeah, it's I don't think it's gonna do shit.
Yeah, I don't think it is. I don't think it is. It's a fun thing though. Like I get it for like, pushing a tradition like, hey, it's Silver Day. Like that's a good tradition to have, maybe that'll help spread the word of it, but to try to manipulate the market of a commodity that's heavily used in the biggest industries in the world, that's a long shot trying to push that price.
Maybe it's the coin shops that are it's the online bullion dealers and the coin shops that have put this together so that they could get rid of product.
Let's get into conspiracies, man. Yeah. Yeah, maybe
But
maybe the big channels are getting paid off. I don't know.
the coin shops are overloaded with silver, so they're like, "Hey, let's put this out that we there's going to be a big silver buying day, so we can get rid of all of our silver, and then we can rip people off when they come back to sell it back to us." What not me not to not be the Da Vinci Code, but it is definitely the cheat code. Maybe not. Yeah, I don't know. It's I don't know. It is what it is.
Yeah, I don't buy silver for the hopes of it going to the moon. I buy it just to curb inflation. I don't even buy gold in hopes for it going to the moon.
See,
It's just
that's another thing that gets me when, and you might have said it on your videos or whatever, but people say that it's not an investment. But to me, it is an investment. Do you agree that it's not? Do you say it's not an investment?
I don't really look at it. Well, okay, so I get it calling it an investment. The problem with calling it an investment though is the common public immediately they immediately relate that to the stock market. They associate the word investment with the stock market. And the first thing people say is, "Oh, the S&P 500, you'll make way more money on that." They immediately compare the two when I don't think stocks and metals are at all the same thing. Like, these metals right here aren't producing anything. They're not, this 5-ounce Perth Mint Dragon isn't going to come out with a quarterly earnings report anytime soon. You know what I mean? Like it's not the same thing. Um, so yeah, I get it. You're investing in metals, but ultimately, I think it's more so savings than it is anything else. It's a way to store your wealth outside of the BS fiat system, and it retains its value much better than the dollar.
Right.
I mean, I bought these. I got I got 20 buffaloes in here that I bought for $25 an ounce a year ago. You know, if I would have left that, 500 and whatever dollars in cash, all I would have done is lost value. But instead, I've maintained value and actually gained a little bit of value on top of that. And silver and gold has been money for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. It's only now that the stock market and retail investing has come around that everyone conflates metals with stocks. Um, I don't really, yeah, I don't really consider, I just don't like to call it an investment because it's just, there's just too much confusion. I get comments on my videos about stocks all the time, and I have to say the same thing. You know, they're not the same. Metals are not the same as stocks. Yes, stocks are good, you know, if you do it right, but it's not the same thing as metals. You know, one is more like savings. And you know, stocks are entirely speculative. You don't know what the performance of a company is going to be over any given stretch of time. But 1 ounce of silver is 1 ounce of silver, you know, 100 years ago and 100 years from now. It's just going to be one troy ounce of silver. So it's intrinsic value versus speculative value. One, you're assuming more risk, and the other just sits in your safe. You know, so I consider it savings.
I treat it more like a savings account as well, but like so many channels and so many people are like, it's not an investment. Don't call it an investment. And they get so pissed off when you call it an investment. But if you look up, I looked up the definition of an investment. It says a thing that is worth buying because it may be profitable or useful in the future. And that's what this stuff is. It might be profitable and useful in the future. Another one, where did it go? An act of devoting time, effort, or energy to a particular undertaking with the expectation of a worthwhile result. So to me, I do treat it as a savings account, but it is an investment as well, to me, in my eyes. And it's just like I just see people and they get so upset when you call it an investment, and it just cracks me up.
Yeah,
Because
I think it depends.
those same people will say invest in real estate. Real estate's an investment, but gold and silver is a hedge. Well, real estate's not any different of an investment. Actually, real estate is a worse thing as far as looking at it as an investment, because real estate you pay taxes on, so you don't own it. You don't own real estate. You're constantly paying money for your real estate. Every year you have to pay taxes for that
Mhm.
land or building that you own. Your metals that you hold in your safe. Look at this. This is I'm doing this as a video now. This just gave me an idea.
There you go.
Your metals that you hold in your safe, you don't pay taxes on every year. It's not it's I would consider, and I understand that land you can make money on or whatever, you can rent it or blah blah blah, and you hold it, and if you don't hold it, you don't own it, blah blah blah. But you don't, I don't know. I don't know how I'm trying to say it, but it's
I, I think it
I
depends on
see
your
gold and
intentions as
silver
well.
I see gold and silver as just as much as an investment as property is, as land is. Because yes, they're you can't create or make any more land, so that makes it limited, it makes it valuable. You can't create or make gold and silver neither, so that makes it just the same.
I think it depends on what your intentions are. You know, are you buying the land to develop a housing complex, or are you just going to let the land sit? You know, are you gonna you know do you own mineral rights? Are you going to drill anything out of that land? I think it
Most
depends on what your purpose is. Yeah, I think it could be both. I think it could be both. I mean, if you're in it strictly to attempt to pull a profit, then yeah, you can do that. There's a likelihood that spot price drops whenever you want to sell, and you have to wait longer. And then there's the other side of that where some people are purely just buying it to store their wealth long term, and they don't necessarily I think a lot of stackers aren't they're not going into it with the expectation to pull, 10% ROI every year. They're just trying to get out of, they're trying to move their dollars outside of an inflationary system. So I think it depends, what your time horizons are, what your specific purpose for buying is. But I mean, and in regards to real estate is that's that's a lot of upkeep. There's a lot of, especially if you're renting out properties, there's a lot of upkeep in that. There's a lot of taxes you're going to pay. There's a lot of moving parts. So that is most definitely an investment. Whereas with silver, there or gold, there is no upkeep. You stick it in a steel box and you leave it there. So I don't know. It's we're getting a little philosophical with it. I think it just depends on what your goals are and what your strategy is. Not financial advice. Zeus said not financial advice.
No, it's just funny because like a lot of the big channels and actually some of the smaller ones are always like land, 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 and they're talking about buying land, and they're not talking about putting buildings on it. They're not talking about making apartment complexes or to me it seems like they're not even talking about buying like rental properties. They're just talking about buying land and holding it as an investment because they don't make more and this and that. But it also goes to the aspect and the theory of what you have is only worth what somebody is willing to pay for it. If you have a chunk of land that's in the middle of nowhere and there's nothing around it, it's not going to be worth shit because nobody's going to pay
Right.
you anything worth it. There is a small strip of land that sits in between two casinos on the Las Vegas Strip, and you can't do anything with it. I mean, it's enough for like two cars to drive down, and it's in
Mm.
between two major casinos. This lady has owned it from like the 70s, and she rented it out to one of the casinos for like $1 million a year.
Oh my God.
So that land is valuable because those two casinos want the use of it. They want to be able to
Yeah.
use it to drive their cars through or whatever. But if you have a piece of land that is in the middle of the desert between here and Utah, it's not worth shit because nobody can do anything with it. So
Hmm.
it's just a point of like anything you have is only worth what somebody is willing to pay you for. So that's just my thinking of it. Why are you whining? You want to say hi to everybody? Huh? My youngest one is whining.
I
So
think the way I'm looking at it is there's got to be a way to, when telling people about this stuff, there's got to be a way to differentiate it uh, from stocks. There's got to be a way to, what am I trying to say here? There's got to be a way to identify and classify metals outside and away from stocks, if that makes sense. Because they really, sure, maybe they are both investments, but they're definitely not the same type of investment.
right, and
And
there's
and I
nothing
and the common public, I don't think understands that. I don't think they that's why stacking isn't nearly as popular as investing in the stock market. I think a big part of that is because they just look at the appreciation, the average appreciation over time, and they immediately go to stocks. They don't look at the fact that you can take money outside of the system, you can hold wealth in a safe way, you can be your own bank. But every year, every once in a while, we'll hear on the news about a bank failure. We'll hear about liquidity issues. We'll hear about, there's every once in a while somebody will post a video of them trying to go and pull out 15,000 out of the bank, and they can't because the bank doesn't have it. You know what I
right.
mean? Like Like it's about it's about giving yourself back some control. Um, and I think that's a big strength of the metals.
So Bleeds wants to know, do you discriminate against 3 nines fine silver?
Do I discriminate against 3 nines fine silver?
He's wondering if all you have in your stack is 4 nines fine. Just curious.
Um, no, I don't. I got some. I got some 3 nines fine. You see, Liberty, I have this thing called a brutal addiction, and
Your brutal
the
addiction is Perth Mint.
yeah, and the 4 nines fine stuff has me hooked. So this bar, this 10-ounce bar is 3 nines fine. Actually, all three of these are 3 nines. Whoa, almost dropped it. Almost all these are all 3 nines fine.
Well,
And
be
then
careful. You're showing some skin there, bro.
yeah, I know I'm getting a little risque in here. And then uh, these 20 buffaloes are 3 nines fine. The majority of my stack is actually 3 nines fine. Um, the only part of my stack that is 4 is my maples and my uh, and this bar now that I got.
Your Perth
Did
Mint
I do
addiction
a
is wild.
did I do an accidental face reveal, or are you talking about the glove?
The glove.
Okay, all right, thank God. He said, "You're a white guy." Could you not tell, bro?
Damn, bro. So we've been on for about an hour and a half. I got some shit I gotta get done. I gotta try and make some videos. No, I'm doing that later tonight. I dropped my $10 gold Liberty after I shot my short, landed on tile floor on to the rim. Now has subtle flat spot. Oh shit, Jesus, that sucks. Ouch.
Oh man, that sucks.
Ouch.
Big sad.
Oh, that sucks. Gotta keep that shit protected. Well, I'm gonna end this. I got my youngest one is whining at me. I don't know what he wants. He either wants food outside or just attention.
All of
So,
them. He wants all of the things.
you're probably right. I imagine you're right. He's a daddy's boy. I appreciate you setting this up and hanging out with us with the chat and everybody. It's always good to see you getting back with the community a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. It had been a while, so I had a little bit of time, so I wanted to do a quick little live stream.
Jesus, we got you one more subscriber today. Sorry we couldn't get you more. Maybe Monday night we'll try and get you some more.
Yeah, there needs to be a subathon for Zeus for sure.
I need 14 more subscribers, so we'll see. Maybe Monday night we're gonna try and get me 14 more subscribers, and LBS is gonna be doing vodka shots until I get 14 more subscribers. Right, LBS? Monday night, vodka shots until I get to 1,000 subs.
That'd
LBS, I
be a
know you're
way.
still there. I
That'd be
know
a
you're
way to get
still there,
some.
LBS. He's ignoring me now. Now he said he's got a bottle of vodka ready, so we'll see. Well, thanks for the Sunday chat, man. Appreciate everything.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Good to talk with you again, man.
Yeah,
We'll have to
absolutely.
do it again. We'll have to figure out a Monday night stream. That would be a lot of fun.
Yeah, if you find the time, we can get you on there.
Alrighty, bro.
All right,
It
thanks,
was
man.
fun. Yes,
Enjoy your
sir. See
weekend.
y'all later. Y'all have a
Catch you
good
on
one.
the
Stay
flip side.
safe out there. Peace.